I've gotten to where I am today because I have the Matthews factor. I'm Frank Crumbley. I'm the Senior Vice President of the Roadway Division. I've been with Matthews 26 plus years, been married 30 years yesterday to my lovely wife, and we have 2 adult children, no grandchildren yet, but that will come in time. Outside of work, it's probably fly fishing is my favorite thing to do. My mom would take me and my brother fishing, and just instilled that sense of outdoors. My wife and I met on a ski trip out west. Someone said, "Oh, you need to go skiing with us," and I met my wife skiing, and so it's something that we both have enjoyed throughout the years. My favorite Matthews memory is probably Atlantic Station. It was so unusual for, what we ended up doing. For those of you who don't know, Atlantic Station used to be a steel mill. I was learning how to be a construction manager. I had never done that. I'd always just been out either paving or building roads. My parents got divorced when I was 2. I never saw my father again. My mom was a school teacher, not making any money whatsoever. We grew up in Rome, Georgia, and we were on the low side of the income. Part of that struggling was, what instilled my sense of work ethic. My first job was at Piggly Wiggly in Rome. I was what they called a bottle boy. Back then, people would bring in cases of Coca-Cola bottles after they had drank their Coke, and they would want to get their deposit back to get the next case of Coca-Colas. And people would pull up, and I would take their bottles and give them a piece of paper that said that they had left their bottles, so that then when they would park and go inside and shop, they could get a new case of Cokes and not have to pay a deposit again. I worked all the way through high school. I worked all the way through college. Growing up without a dad, you always want to impress your boss. It seemed like all of my bosses were men, so I was always looking to impress them and work my butt off. So that's probably the one thing that most people don't know is how I grew up, and that's part of what makes me, the good and the bad. So the best thing that's ever happened to me is marrying my wife. I thought I was a Christian until I married her, and she showed me what living the Christian life is really like. Marrying Dawn, a lovely wife, was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It took me years to learn to work smarter and not always harder. You still have to work hard, but you want to work smarter. So I never asked to go to Atlantic Station or the 5th Runway or to become an officer. Those that shine, they don't have to ask. They got a great attitude. They're just wanting to learn more, to do more. They're asking questions and they're listening to the answers. It's going to separate them from the others. If you want to be separated from the others in a bad way, then you're going to constantly be saying, why aren't I making more? Why aren't I getting a chance to run that bulldozer? Why aren't you spending more time with me? It's because you got a bad attitude. You're not showing up to work on time. You're not showing up every day. At 10 minutes till quitting time, you're already starting to shut down because you're thinking about going home. You're not sticking around on a rain day and saying, hey, can you teach me how to read plans? You can't build a job unless you know how to read plans. You're showing jealousy. Jealousy of worrying about something that somebody else is doing, which is none of your problem. You got your own problems. That's a bad work ethic. Your boss is not going to look at you the same if you're that negative person. You want to be that positive person. The people that we have at this company, they're A-team. They're not a C-team player. If you want to be a C-team player, go work somewhere else. We are only A team. We'll take a strong B player if he's open-minded and he wants to improve, and we'll help make him into an A-team player. That's what separates Matthews apart. That's what separates a good work ethic from a poor work ethic. It's just that willingness to strive to do better, to continuously grow. We need to be challenged and we need to be pushed to that limit. No one does it better than C.W. Matthews. We take a lot of pride in what we do. The biggest thing that I could give advice to a young person that's still in high school is to figure out what your routine is. People, guys and girls, it's all about a routine. You know, are you waking up consistently at blank time in the morning, which allows you enough time to eat a little breakfast, gather your stuff, and get to school? Or are you scurrying out the door with your pants on fire trying to make it to school on time? Figure out your routine. Everybody's different, but everybody needs a routine. And that routine will help you later on when you start going to college and you have to get up, or if you decide not to go to college, which college is not all it's made out to be, and it's not a requirement in today's society. That routine is going to help you with your work ethic later on. The high school programs that they have right now, where they offer construction classes, those are all great tools for you that will give you, those initial lessons that you need to be more successful with a company like C.W. Matthews. The work-based learning, where you get to leave school early and go earn some money and learn something. But you can't be eligible for work-based learning if you're not doing good in the first place. You don't have to be an A student, but you can't be a D student, because then you're going to need to be there all day long taking all of those classes that you failed before. So only take them once. We only get paid to move dirt once. You only are supposed to take a class once. It's so true. I mean, those that shine get noticed, and they never have to ask for a promotion. It's given to them because they earned it. That's the difference. Set yourself apart from others. And if you make a mistake, then say, I made a mistake. Tell me what I did wrong. And let's learn from it and move on and put it behind you. But keep it so that you're learning from it. If it's about learning and growing and having opportunities and seeing the instant results of what you did for that day, then this is a great company to work for and a great industry. If you're the person that when you cut your grass, when you're through, you walk around and you go, yeah, the yard looks good. If that's you, then you need to be out here building roads with us, because every day you're going to be able to say afterwards, wow, I accomplished a lot today. The opportunities at Matthews are endless. I've gotten to where I am today because I have the Matthews factor.